I have picked up this 145 litre storage box, the same volume capacity as this one here. Some of you will already remember this one. If you haven't seen it, then go back to some of the previous videos and you will see it there. The only difference between these two is this one is longer than this one and more narrow, whereas this one is deeper. So this one is not much shorter in length than this one. 145 litres, 145 litres. Exactly the same. Of course this one was a little more expensive, but that's because this one is more robust, a better quality storage box. So what I'm going to do today is I am going to attach this anti-lock green back hose tap. Now this will fit a 25mm hose or aquarium tubing, and I'm going to attach it to the side of the storage box. So when I need to do a water change, all I need to do is open up the tap and the water will drain out. I have already prepared this part here. This piece here I took from an old external filter, and in order to fit it over this aquarium attachment here, I just switched on the stove and held it over the flame, and I kept on rotating it to soften up the plastic, and that allowed me to slip it on, and logically when the plastic cools down it hardens up and it will not come off. I also went around with some silicone in there just to prevent any water from leaking out. So without no further ado, I'm going to burl a hole into the side of this box. Once I've done that and I have installed this, I will use this Beta Aquarium Premium Silicone Sealant to form a seal and of course to bond it on. I will be using a 25mm drill bit to make the hole, and that's it. Seems okay. Now, I think I will put it at the back because my intentions are after this is to turn the box like that, and I'm going to do the same with this one so that I can have them both set up here. Albeit I know I'm going to prefer the look of this more than this one. Okay. Oh, perfect. So now that I have made the hole, I am going to install it from the inside. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add some silicone. Okay, that can go in there like that. There we go. I'll do this. By doing that, I'll keep the pipe off the ground, and that will allow me to have that resting in there like that perfectly. I'll add some more sealant. I don't have any other fittings such as bulkheads, but I don't have the money to spend at the moment, so I'll just do this. Of course, once the silicone has cured, it will hold. Use some tissue roll to spread it round and wipe it a little, just to give it a more of a neat finish. So now I'm going to wait 24 hours to allow the silicone to cure, and this time tomorrow I will take the storage box outside, wash it with some hot soapy water. I will use some vinegar to disinfect the internal walls and the bottom of the storage box before setting it up to use as another grow out box or quarantine. I will just let you see how it looks inside. That's my drainage system there for when I do a water change. So after waiting 24 hours, the silicone has now cured. We can take this storage box outside and wash it to remove the debris caused by the drilling. So let's get right to it. Stay tuned. I shall just put my coat on because it's freezing outside. So that's me, coat on. Let's go outside. Don't need that. Forget that. Let's do this. So I have the hot water I boiled in this kettle. Got washing up liquid, some red wine vinegar. Now it's time to clean this bad boy very well. Put in some washing up liquid. The vinegar is a natural disinfectant, so it is absolutely harmless. And now some hot water. Okay, I'll take these inside. Okay, let's do this. I'm starting off by washing the bottom. This will not only help to lift up the debris caused by drilling a hole into the side of this storage box, which I will be using as a grow out tank, even as a quarantine tank. Okay, it's very slippery on this decking because there's ice. That's due to how cold it is outside. It's getting dark now. Let's make sure it's well rinsed so that when we fill this up with water, we're not going to have soapy water and then put in faces. Rinse out this sponge a bit with freezing water. It's that cold. My hand is sore now. Okay, I just closed the tap. It is very important that depending on where you are, the state or the province you are in, there may be that water regulation where you can only use up so much water each day. That law applies to depending on the state. Here in Glasgow, Scotland, we don't have to worry about that, but it's always best to close the tap. Why waste water? Now we can take this inside. Let's go in. Whew. Right, so that's it. I've got a cloth I'm going to use to dry this. I'll take my coat off now that we're inside. I rinsed my hands under the hot running tap. It's freezing. Of course, you're probably going to tell me that I could have used washing up gloves or something at the least. And I did not think. So first of all, I'm going to just dry the external side of the box. I will probably leave it for the rest of the day so that it also air dries, because what I now want to do is here, I want to go around here with silicone. Again, I just want to be 100% sure that this will be 100% sealed to prevent water from leaking out. Okay, and then after that we should be ready to start setting this up. It's not a bad storage box, much better quality than the current one. Tomorrow morning I may put this Antelka green back tap on to here like that. So that's it for part 1. Tune in again tomorrow for part 2, where we will be setting up this as an aquarium.